fall preview time, everyone in the
Fall
chat.
preview.
What horror movies are you looking
chat.
forward to?
Yep. Have they already? And I'll ask you guys this too. Chat. Have they already? Has the movie that you've been looking forward to horror wise? Has it already happened, or is there something that you're still waiting for? Let us know. Fachi, what was your most anticipated movie of the year?
Black Phone 2.
Oh, nice. That's a good.
It looks so damn good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
What about
that
you,
does
Dave?
look good. I think my most anticipated one for this year was probably Weapons for quite a bit of the year. So it didn't really hit the way that I wanted it to, although I did enjoy it. So with Keeper coming out, like I really love Osgood Perkins. I like his weird shit. So looking forward to that one.
Dude, me too, man. I can't wait for Keeper. It looks like it's going to be insane. And I'm just blown away by Osgood Perkins and the guy's trajectory these last couple of years. Like what cocaine is he snorting right now that's keeping him going like he is? Because
he's already announced his next movie.
Holy shit.
After Keeper, he's doing one called like The Young People or something like that. And like, so he really is trying to do 2 movies a year, which is
holy shit.
Pretty prolific for a director to be doing.
Dude, I think he's you can tell he is loving what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
He really is. And I don't think he writes everything he does. I think he's got he gets inspired by certain stories or, somebody brings a story to him. But I think if he sees something that he's really inspired by, he just say, hey, fuck it, let's make a movie.
Yeah.
So Aaron Click, Shelby Oaks is his next most anticipated. I'm looking forward to Shelby Oaks for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, going through my chat here. Osgood Perkins must have a hell of a deal with me. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You ain't lying, man. Silent Night, Deadly Night remake with Rowan Campbell. Yes.
Yeah, Brett.
Yes. Hell yeah. Keepers, close second. Lover and Cast. We're talking about Christina Ricci. Everybody loves Christina Ricci. I hope you... Okay. So let's go through this.
Good Boy. We can't miss Good Boy, too. I think that one...
Good.
Even in an hour and 12 minutes, I'm like, that might be the perfect runtime for this kind of movie. Because, man, in that teaser, that dog is putting out one hell of a performance. And I love haunted house, like slow burn supernatural movies. Like, I just fucking love that shit. So I got high hopes for Good Boy.
I'm curious too. I'm looking for it's a gimmick movie. Anytime you have some sort of gimmick, kind of like Bird Box and
oh god,
from the point of view of a dog. So yeah, it could be fun. So I'll let Fachi read Fachi. Do you have this pulled up?
I do.
Okay, cool. So I'm not going to read this intro here. Okay, we just went over Toxic Avengers. So okay, here we go. Conjuring Last Rites. Fachi, take it away. You go ahead and read about that.
Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson reunite for one last case as renowned real-life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren in the final chapter, I believe it when I say it, of the Conjuring franchise as we know it. Franchise veteran Michael Chaves returns to helm the 4th film in the main series. The Conjuring Last Rites draws inspiration from the real-life Smurl family haunting in Pennsylvania, where I'm from. Let's go. Farmiga and Wilson star alongside Mia Tomlinson and Ben Hardy, who portray Ed and Lorraine's daughter, Judy Warren, and her boyfriend, Tony Spira, as well as Steve Coulter, returning as Father Gordon, plus Rebecca Calder, Elliot Cowell, Kyla Lord, Cassidy, Bo Gadsden, John Brotherton, and Shannon Cook.
Okay, the way we'll do this is because we got quite a few of these, a couple sentences or less. We'll each give yay or nay. Are you looking forward to it? Okay, so I'm going to say, I'll say, yes. I'm not like a diehard Conjuring fan, but I'll always show up day one because they might surprise me with something that's as good as the first 2. And that's great that at least 2 of the 4 movies so far are really great. So yeah, I'm really curious about, I don't even need the story to be a true story. I just want to be entertained. So I'm looking forward to it. Davey, what's your thoughts?
Not really. This one doesn't really move the needle for me. I like the first couple, but yeah, I just, it's sort of jump scare city in the trailer. So I'm just,
Yeah. And Fachi's audiobook will be coming out, I believe, in November. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's correct.
He's got a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
Fachi, are you a Conjuring fan? Are you looking forward to this?
I saw the trailer right before they played Jaws, and I thought the trailer looked fantastic. So it looked creepy as shit. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's all I need. Just give me something nice and creepy. Okay. Just give me that. And give me Mega Cat. That's, give me Mega Cat for days. And I'm in there. Okay. In there like swimwear. All right. That's cool. Thank you, Mega Cat. All right. Davey, I'll let you read this one. Traumatica. Go ahead, Davey.
All right. A young boy's night terrors become reality when his mother begins showing signs of demonic possession. What he's about to experience will haunt him for the rest of his life and claim countless lives across generations in the latest from director Pierre Ciagardis, who wrote... Is that right? I don't know. Who co-wrote with Two Witches co-producer or co-writer-producer Maxime Rancun. Rebecca Kennedy from Two Witches, Emily Gross from The House on Pine Street, Randon Navitt, AJ Bowen from Your Next, Sean O'Brien from The Middle, Susan Gale Watts, and Sean Whalen from The People Under the Stairs star in the demonic horror movie. Watch the trailer here.
I have a review for this on my channel. Rebecca Kennedy, big fan of hers. If you haven't seen Two Witches, this girl has star power. She is really she gives herself over 100% to, but very physical types of roles. She can play a demon like nobody I've ever seen, and she's great. So I highly recommend this movie. It definitely kept me on my toes. It's not for everybody. I'm going to say that right now. It's got some crazy shit in it, but that's usually what I like. So you have my seal of approval, my recommendation. Yeah. So I'll go to Davey. Davey, is this something that looks like it could be up your alley?
Yeah, I think the trailer for this one looks good. I like how it goes back from like traditional narrative camera to first person, like video game kind of camera shots. So I think that's kind of interesting. Unfortunately, I've spent some time ripping on the old hag trope, and it looks like this movie sort of dips into that a little bit. But the trailer looks good for Traumatica.
Before I go to Fachi, I will say the last act really surprised me, and I loved the direction they went to. And I will say this is the last thing I'll say. Halloween. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
You'll know what I'm talking about after you see the movie. I was like, what? Okay, cool.
And I saw that you had a review, and I just avoid watching it because I'm like,
don't watch my review. Just go into it blind. Go into it blind. Okay. Fachi, does this look like something without me freaking glowing over it? Does this look like something that you'd be interested in?
Well, I listened to your review on it, so yes, I want to see this. So
good.
It's on the watch list.
Okay. George Hellman, is this something that you look like you could, get involved with? Okay. I would watch The Long Walk and The Running Man as a double feature or one. Yeah, because they're Steven Spielberg properties. Yeah. So
The Walk and Run.
I'm seeing The Long Walk on Wednesday night, actually. And I'm seeing The Conjuring on Thursday night. So
double.
Are you guys there opening night for the Conjuring?
No.
No? Davey? Are you a Thursday night guy?
So if I'm really interested, then yes, I'll be there Thursday night. But it just all depends. Conjuring, maybe.
This could be horrible. I didn't like the Devil Made Me Do It. I think if you want to watch a movie that's sort of like The Devil Made Me Do It, watch Amityville 2 The Possession. I think is probably the greatest haunted house movie I have ever seen in my life. And to top that, because this is sort of a similar story, no, we're not doing that. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The Long Walk. Okay. The R-rated adaptation of Stephen King's 1979 novel centers on a grim annual contest in which 100 teens must journey nonstop and under strict rules until only one is left alive. Expect a bleak adaptation ahead. Those people. Those guys. Stop. Okay. Stephen King must be like Oz Perkins, where he wrote like 7,000 books a year.
Yes.
Every year there's another Stephen King title that I've never heard of. They make movies out of everything, and he's still they're not even half done. So I'll start. I'm curious about this one. Is Stephen King? You could have like a spectrum of horror. You could have like Shawshank Redemption, which has no horror. And then you can have something like freaking Carrie. This is a bloodbath at the end. So I don't think this is going to be that horrific, but I could be wrong. I don't know. There could be hobbling in this movie, which would be perfect, given the premise. Fachi, what's your opinion on this one? The Long Walk.
No interest whatsoever.
Really? Okay. Really? The only thing that got me interested was Stephen King, because Stephen King is.
I do like Stephen King.
I'll give it a chance, but it could be bad. I don't love everything Stephen King's done. Davey Death Ray, what do you think?
Not interested.
Oh, okay.
This looks like the Hunger Games, the walk version.
Fuck that, man. I don't like Hunger Games at all.
And Mark Hamill has become insufferable to me.
Yeah.
So it gets tough for me to want to
agree.
root him on as well. So
yeah, I agree. And you know what? Thank God we're past that whole young adult franchise craze like Twilight and Divergent and all that shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. I'm glad
Twilight's hitting the theater again. Twilight's having anniversary.
I know, dude. Those movies are so tough to watch. Like I want to freaking blow my brains out when I'm sorry. They're so bad. They're just so bad. And you don't like Halloween Ends. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Be nice, Lee. Be nice.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Fachi, do you want to read this one? He's still here. I'll keep as long as he's here. I'm going to keep telling him to read. Okay.
The Rabbit Trap. Let's see. No clue what the hell that is.
Dev Patel. He puts
when a musician and her husband move to a remote house in Wales, the music they make disturbs local ancient folk magic, bringing a nameless child to their door who is intent on infiltrating their lives in the feature debut by writer-director Brian Chaney, the psychological folk horror movie produced by Spectrovision. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know. That's it.
Okay. I'll start first. Because Dev Patel's in it, and I did like what was this movie? The Monkey, something Monkey. It's not The Monkey, but
Monkey Man?
Yeah, Monkey Man, or is that it? Yeah, Monkey Man. I like Monkey Man. So, put Dev Patel in a horror movie. I think I'm in. I think I'm gonna say I'm in on this one, guys. What about you, Davey?
I mean, this sounds like interesting enough. I like folklore, kind of, ambiguous kind of horror movies like this. It doesn't really give you much here. I haven't seen a trailer or anything, so I'm just like going off what they're telling us here. It sounds like it could be interesting. Little nightmare fuel.
Okay, all right. Fachi, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with another no. Doesn't seem like up my alley, if we're being honest.
See, have I said no yet? I need to start getting my shit together. Okay.
Well, it's because you're getting all that money from the studios.
That's true. I am a shill.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yes.
all right. Let's go. The Jester 2, which looks like Black Phone 2, just from first glance. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What's going on here?
I'm saying no, and I haven't even read anything. Okay, here we go.
This looks pretty cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah. Davey, you want to read that one?
Yeah, the Jester creator Colin Krawchuk returns to write and direct for the sequel set on Halloween. In the film, teen magician Max finds herself locked in a brutal showdown with the Jester, a nightmarish and supernatural trickster with real dark magic and a killer act. As illusions turn lethal and every escape is a trap, Max must pull off the ultimate trick, staying alive. On this deadly night, the only escape is to beat the devil at its own game. The Jester 2 arrives in theaters nationwide for 2 nights only. For 2 nights only on September 15th and 16th, accompanied by an exclusive behind-the-scenes featurette.
Okay.
That's going to be a pass for me. I'll just get that out of the way.
I think I'm going to pass too. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to pass. What about you, Fachi?
I didn't see the first one, so we're going to probably go ahead and pass on this one too.
Okay. So we all, for the first time, passed unanimously.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, him. Is it whose turn is it? Or is it my turn? Yeah, that's my turn. Okay. Should I do the soccer style kicker? Okay. Former college wide receiver Tyreek Withers. Does anybody catch that?
Yeah, Ace Ventura.
Thank you. Okay. Plays Cam, a soccer style kicker. Plays Cam,
one hell of a model American.
Hell of a model American. This looks really good, actually. We've all seen the trailer. It's produced by Jordan Peele.
Yes.
It's you're combining football with horror, which seems like a no-brainer. I think that one's gonna. Yeah, this looks trippy as fuck. So
yes,
I'm there day freaking one for this one for sure. Fachi, are we going to get a no from your football fan? So you
yes. This movie looks amazing. So
yeah,
I will be there watching this.
Hell yeah. Will football fans be watching this? That's
yes.
Hopefully,
yeah. Hopefully. I think so.
What about you, Davey?
Yeah, it looks great. Tyreek Withers was one of the only parts about I Know What You Did Last Summer that I enjoyed.
He's perfect.
He was great. And I love football, and it's nice to see Marlon Wayans in a serious role.
Yes.
He handles those a lot better.
He
is
does,
the
man. Requiem for a
anti-funny.
Dream.
He's never made me laugh ever. He's terrible. I hate Scary Movie. I hate those movies.
Yes,
but I love him in Requiem for a Dream, and this one honestly looks like it could be like an Oliver Stone kind of movie. So, it's got that realist kind of thing going.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to this
Going
one.
forward, chat, I want you all to kind of like pull together and get some kind of bet going. When will Davey mention that he hates Scary movie? And then whoever guesses the time perfectly, they get the kitty. Okay.
I don't know what it is with those movies. Like, is it just because you were children when you saw that? I don't know, because I saw those movies when I was an adult, and I was like, man, this is so weak compared to like the Naked Gun and Hot Shots. It's fucking terrible.
I love it.
It's Bush and cum jokes, and that's pretty much it.
Really?
Like those things can be funny. They're not the only things.
Yeah.
Come on, Scary Movie.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Well, they're doing a Scary Movie 6.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Staying on track. Fachi, Night of the Reaper. Shudder. Coming to Shudder. Go ahead. Read that one.
Superhost and Z director Brandon Christensen is back this Halloween season with The Night of the Reaper. In the wake of the brutal murder of a teenage babysitter, Halloween, college student Dina returns home for the weekend and is roped into a babysitting gig of her own. When the local sheriff has mailed a piece of evidence that proves the murder may not have been an isolated incident, he is led on a scavenger hunt to reveal the killer may be planning a sequel. Okay.
You read that really nicely, Fachi.
I'm going to say yes. 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in because Brandon Christensen. I'm a huge fan of Superhost. I like Z. I've reviewed both those movies actually. So yeah, and I saw the trailer for this. It does look really, really good. I like the whole babysitting horror gig too. So yeah, I think the chat for the most part is going to want to see this too as well. I'm going to guess right now, but this looks really good to me. Chat, if you haven't seen the trailer for this, check it out. Night of the Reaper looks awesome. Okay. Holy fuck, everybody stop the truck. We got gold standard, biggest Halloween Ends DGG fan ever to walk the planet Earth. Here we go. He says, hello, Leah. I've never asked you a Halloween question before. I was curious if you think, like most of us, that Halloween Resurrection was better than Halloween 2018. Well, he's speaking for everybody. He assumes that people like, and you know what? How in the hell can anybody like Resurrection over 2018? I think it's impossible. That's just
maybe Tabata is the only one.
Yeah, he's the other. Him and Gold. He might be gold standard. I haven't proven anything, so I don't know, man. That's and with repeat watchings of 2018, yeah, I've found issues with the movie, but there's still scenes that give me chill bumps in that movie.
Yes, sir.
And there's scenes that give me warts when I watch Resurrection. Okay, there's a difference. Chill bumps and warts. There's a big difference. So yeah, I think the highs are really high in 2018, but it does have a couple of lows in there for sure. But Resurrection, the whole movie is a fart stain. Okay, that's what it is for me.
Yeah.
To make us put up with Tyra Banks and then not let us see her get killed.
Yeah.
The worst thing that movie does, probably.
This is the internet for you too, because again, and I know the internet existed, but social media didn't really exist when Resurrection came out.
Yeah.
If they swapped, right? If 2018 came out in 2002 and Resurrection came out in 2018, Fachi, what would the result have been? Would there have been mass lynchings all over would people have died with that fallout? Would Gold Standard be saying the same thing if the roles were reversed?
Yeah.
Quit lying to yourself. If Resurrection came out in 2018, people would be doing backflips out windows. Okay. It would be mass anarchy, and it would kill the Halloween franchise probably for good. So
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. But Gold Standard, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it.
That was a really nice super chat. I appreciate that. And never change. I love his DGG comments. I look forward to them. When I don't see one, I shed a tear.
Yes.
Just one little tear.
Gold Standard, I hate to break it to you, but the DGG movies are all in my top 5 of the Halloween franchise. Halloween Ends is my favorite sequel in the whole fucking thing. So
me too.
Whoops. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Night of the Reaper looks great.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's straight to Shudder. It looks very cinematic.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
thing
and
looks
don't
legit.
take that don't take that theatrical window to heart, especially these days, because man, I've seen many a great freaking horror flick that didn't even go to freaking theaters. You know, like and here's one that a lot of people didn't like. It's divisive. Ash. I dug Ash. I thought that was really, really good, really interesting sci-fi horror flick. I don't think it went to theaters. If it did, it was a very, very limited release. So I've seen quite a few really great movies that didn't really have a theatrical release. All right. Chain reaction. I'll read this one. Documentarian Alexandra O. Felipe charts the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's profound impact and lasting influence on 5 great artists. Holy shit, I'm in for this, dude. Anything Texas Chainsaw Massacre related, I'm in. There's no turning back. I mean, give me that with a freaking side of bacon. Jesus, especially with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
You got to have your bacon.
You do.
Fachi, what are you thinking on this one? Do you need another documentary on Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Can you have enough? I mean,
exactly.
It's an interesting franchise for sure, of course.
Yeah, I agree. And by the way, Allie's so right. When evil lurks, Allie. Matter of fact, I believe Jason from Sinister Cinema Reviews, this was his favorite movie of last year, and I think it was
the best. It was the best horror of 2023 for me,
dude. It was amazing. Yeah. And kind of putting a whole spin on, making like mixing possession and zombies, sort of in such a unique way.
Yeah. The way I described it is, this is if Christopher Nolan made an Evil Dead movie. This is what it would be.
And there's
very grounded possession.
And that shocking scene with the dog, I won't spoil it. Holy shit, dude! I remember jumping out of my freaking couch when I was like, "Oh my god, that was insane!" So, yeah, Davey, what do you think about this? The chain reactions.
I'm curious to see, because I only know Stephen King and Patton Oswalt by name from this list. So curious to see Patton's take on it, since he's a comedian. And then the other artists who I don't even really know. I can understand why Stephen King, why it would be a big deal for him. But I love the original TCM. It's easily my favorite in that franchise. And I'll watch another documentary about it.
Awesome.
Why the hell not?
I'm going to let Fachi read this one, The Strangers Chapter 2. Fachi, were you a fan of The Strangers Chapter 1?
Yeah. One of the very few people that actually is.
I thought you were. And you know what? That's great that he was. It's great that he was. I thought it was gutter trash. I don't judge Fachi for it. He liked it. So, yeah.
When I saw it in theaters, I was like,
I'm happy for Fachi that this is coming out, because he wants to see where that story goes.
I do. The Strangers are back and more relentless than ever in the second installment of director Rennie Harlin's new trilogy. With nowhere to run and no one to trust, Maya must survive another horrific chapter of terror. Gabrielle Basso and Emma Horvath also star in The Strangers Chapter 2. Alan R. Cohen and Alan Friedland wrote the sequel screenplay. I am ecstatic. I can't wait. I don't want people jumping on the bandwagon, though. It's too late. I'm sorry. It's too late.
I will say I'm very curious, okay? Because it is possible that they could make a movie that I didn't like at all, and then kind of up themselves, I guess, or maybe fix things that make me kind of want to go back and watch the first movie. If this movie can do that, then that's the ultimate win for me. I'm a big fan of middle chapters. I just am. Because you never know where the story's going to go. We kind of can figure out where the first chapter is going to go. David Gordon Green trilogy. Halloween Kills was the movie during that whole run that I was the most excited about. It looked fucking amazing. Not talking about the movie itself, which I love the movie, but the ramp up to Halloween Kills. Oh my God. I was just like, God, give me this movie. This looks so amazing. So because of the middle chapter, I am curious about this movie, but I will say if this movie fails, I probably won't even want to watch how the story concludes. This movie, for me, there's a lot riding on this movie. This movie has the chance to win me back. It does. So Davey, what about you?
Not interested.
Couldn't give a fuck.
Fucking loser.
Yeah. Okay.
I've only seen Pray at Night. That's the only Strangers movie I've seen, and I really like that one.
one.
I don't want to sully the waters with this other shit.
Yeah.
We're done.
All right. Davey, you read the next one. Alpha.
All right. French maker Julia Decorna is back with a new genre bender. Alpha, a troubled 13-year-old, lives with her single mom. Their world collapses the day she returns from school with a tattoo on her arm. Decorna's latest played at the Cannes Film Festival earlier this year and is said to bring a shift to the filmmaker's use of body horror.
Ooh, okay.
All right. We got some people starring in this one. And I'm a body horror kind of guy. I don't know.
Yeah, oh, me too.
I guess I'm curious. I haven't seen a trailer, but I guess I'm curious here.
Dude, the Raw, that movie freaking blew my mind. I absolutely adored Raw. Have I seen Titan? I've heard the title before.
Oh God,
but I haven't seen either of those.
But dude, you need to check out Raw. It's about cannibalism, with a modern edge. It feels like it came out in like 2015 or 16, I think 16. But yeah, Raw is great. I'm a sucker for foreign directors. That they usually, especially if it's something that's kind of caught the American zeitgeist, interest. Then I'm like, okay, so people have noticed this movie from abroad, so yeah, maybe there's something here. So yeah, I'm definitely in for this one. And body horror, yeah, I'm all about body horror. So, yeah. Fachi, what about you?
This will be my last one, and shockingly, another no, not interested. Well, I'm more of the repeat stuff that people have seen over and over again.
Fachi, thank you so much, man. This was a blast having you with us.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, really appreciate it, Matt. And thanks, I'll see you tomorrow. For Friday the 13th, 1980 versus Friday the 13th, 2009 over on Fachi Cinema.
Appreciate that, buddy.
Maybe we'll do a Hit the Bricks Mega Pack one episode where we'll have people that have sat in, and we'll all get together for one big gangbang.
A gangbang.
There we go.
A mukbang. I love it.
Yeah. Have Cecil in here. And, get everybody. Get us all together.
Man.
Okay, cool. The chat too. Everybody's invited. We'll just all we'll see if we can get 60 people on the Hit the Bricks. All right.
Just fill it.
We can do it.
Yeah.
I just want to see how many windows I can fill in that. That'd be awesome. Okay. All right, Fachi, we bid you adieu, good sir.
All right. Thanks for having me. You too, guys. Peace.
Yep.
Take care.
Brother. All right. All right. So Bone Lake, I'll read this one. Bone Lake looks interesting. A couple's romantic vacation at a secluded lakeside estate is upended when they are forced to share the mansion with a mysterious and attractive couple. Their dream getaway spirals into a nightmarish maze of sex, lies, and manipulation, triggered by a bloody battle for survival. Mercedes Bryce Morgan directs from a screenplay by Joshua Friedlander. Those people star. So I'm in the middle on this one. It looks like maybe this is the one, because you don't see too much like in the way of sex in horror movies these days. It feels like filmmakers veer away from that. They don't like to do what they did, like say in the 80s and the 90s. I don't know why. It's just not part of the recipe these days. Maybe they're scared of, like, I guess that's the first question, Dave. He's like, why don't we have the erotic horror anymore? Where did it go?
I think it's more of like a workplace thing, like, filmmakers not wanting to put performers in a situation where they feel like they need to do that for their job, because there's just more sensitivity around that kind of stuff. So, unfortunately, like sometimes there's just certain stories that, necessitate that. Not every story needs like nudity and all that kind of stuff. But this one seems like they're pretty much going for it. Like this has got, it's sort of like, I'm like, well, this seems like it has elements of like companion meets elements of like barbarian, this kind of thing. But it seems like they are going as sexy as they can get. Cause I don't know if you saw the poster, but it's like skeletons and it's like one is like on its knees going down on the other one. So Boner Lake is just what I've been calling it. Boner Yeah, it's called Bone Lake. It's like, I don't know how I watched the trailer, don't know how serious the movie is taking itself. But it does seem like it's going in for the sexy stuff for sure.
Yeah, if it fits in well with the plot, then I'm a hot-blooded male. I like that stuff in movies, but there have been times where
Yeah.
it sort of got in the way. So
Sure.
I think it's part of the plot here. So I'm definitely looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one, Bone Lake.
All right. All right. So Coyotes, October 3rd. Together isn't the only horror comedy starring an off-screen couple this year. The latest from director Colin Minahan stars Justin Long and Kate Bosworth. As for plot, the horror comedy follows a family trapped in their Hollywood Hills home who must fight for survival as a pack of savage coyotes closes in.
Oh, like
All
a
right.
creature feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dig that. I mean, I like
Yeah.
Justin Long. Like, this sounds like a simple enough idea.
Dude, yeah, Justin Long alone gets me in the door. I really can't go wrong with him.
Yeah.
I think the only horror movie wise that he wasn't his best in, I thought, was the Christmas movie that came out a couple years ago. I liked it. I
Oh,
thought it was
yeah.
okay, but his character kind of felt
He's
a little
playing like a
off.
cartoon character. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
I'm
what you
trying to
mean.
remember the name of the movie. Damn it.
It was called It's a Wonderful Knife.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Knife. Which, by the way,
Yeah.
I actually the Blu-ray has a quote of mine on the back of it.
That's way too
And
cool.
I couldn't remember the name of the movie. I'm an asshole. Okay.
You know.
Yeah. You take what you can get. Okay.
Yeah.
Good Boy.
Mm,
A Dog's Sixth Sense leads. We talked about this one earlier.
yeah.
I don't need to read all that. Yeah, because I'm really curious. Like I said, any kind of gimmick horror, I'm usually in. They can
Yeah.
usually win me over because there's something unique about gimmick horror. Whether it be like a one take type deal, or from a dog's point of view here in this case. But yeah, it could be. I mean, I think a good example of this too actually is the Maniac remake. That's a remake, and they said, "Hey,
Yeah.
let's never show Elijah Wood for like 98% of the movie. Let's
Yeah.
just show his point of view." And it's
Mhm.
Elijah fucking Wood, and they still made it work, because usually you
Yeah.
want to show Elijah Wood, but it works. So yeah, I'm definitely, dogs are kind of iffy for me in horror movies though.
Mhm.
There's very few where the dog is like the center of the whole thing. Like Cujo is a perfect example,
Yeah.
but it could go either way. Like, I'm not giving this movie a full pass. I need to be won over. Okay. I need to be
Yeah.
wooed. All right.
The
So
trailer looks good. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out if it's available near me.
okay. I hate that you have to be the one to read Shelby Oaks because I know
Oh, no.
what you thought about it. But yeah, let's let
No,
you
I
go
mean,
ahead and
no,
read
I
it.
think it looks like I'm gonna watch this one in the theater too, for sure.
Okay, good,
So, all
good.
right, Shelby Oaks, October 3rd. Who took Riley Brennan? YouTube film critic Chris Stuckman makes his feature debut with Shelby Oaks, a traditional narrative that incorporates found footage elements. It centers on a woman searching for her missing sister, a paranormal investigator who disappeared over a decade ago. These people star in it, and you can watch the Red Band trailer there off of a link from Bloody Disgusting. Yeah, I think it seems like we've seen a lot of movies that kind of have this sort of plot, like, hey, somebody went missing doing this investigation or during this thing, and I'm gonna go look for them kind of idea.
Yeah.
But man, the trailer, like it looks really good. I think
Mhm.
the production value and the set decoration and everything, like, it doesn't sound like it's necessarily like my kind of movie, but I'm rooting for Stuckman and everyone involved for sure.
This is the one movie on this list that's like everything behind it is just as interesting as the movie itself. I
Hmm.
feel for Chris Stuckman because he took a big risk. He went for a goal to make a
Yeah.
studio level looking movie.
Hmm.
And I think a lot of us are we want to go look at the reviews from his peers. Will they review this movie like Jeremy Johns? A Jeremy Johns review of a Chris Stuckman movie would be
Yeah.
freaking. Can you like he's probably going to get more views on that than just because people are curious. But
Yeah.
also, if this movie turns out to be great and like revered by everybody, loving it, and it'll change his life. I think if this is a hit for Chris Stuckman, will
Yeah.
he? Will he? I think he'll maintain a YouTube channel, but I think because he made a shift when he started reviewing movies,
Yeah.
um, where he didn't want to. He only wanted to do film celebration. I don't think it's a cop out. I think it's just a decision. And I think anybody in his situation, they might actually go that route. You don't, because are you going to try to, if you're making a movie at the studio level and you're getting backed by freaking Mike Flanagan and Neon, do you really want to go shitting on movies from that point forward constantly? You
I
know,
mean, you
as long as
can't
you're on,
really because now it's political.
yeah, yeah.
So
As long as you're honest about it,
yeah,
you know, then I think, and I think he was honest. I don't think he's trying to, you know, hide behind something to make people think, you know,
yeah.
he was upfront about it. And but yeah, the big thing, because we've talked about Chris Suckman in the past about this, but yeah, the big thing is there's so much writing on this movie, I think, and you know, if it's great, it could change his life to where he shifts things even more, and maybe we see less of Chris Suckman on YouTube. I think he'll still maintain a channel and still maybe do like behind the scenes on his upcoming movies.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
you know,
because
at this level, I can't imagine you just making one movie and then being like, okay, I did that. Now let's move back on to reviewing movies. I
I mean,
can't
if
see
it
that
does
happening.
well, because Neon jumped in to, help produce it. So if it does well, then he could sign a deal with them,
Yeah,
So it's
he
one
could
of
get a
those
three
things
picture deal.
where, yeah, it's like, the first it was like the Filippo brothers, and they've put out two very high quality horror movies. And if Stuckman can get one in the bank,
Hmm.
it's gonna put a bigger spotlight on, okay, so who's the next filmmaker that started out as a content creator?
Yeah, and
It's
I
just
do
good
know
for
that
everyone.
he's already got a foot in another project. He mentioned it on one of his
Oh,
previous
okay.
videos. Yeah, he's already
Yeah.
like the wheels are already in motion for his next project.
He's gonna
So
direct the Jason Universe movie. I'm just joking.
exactly, yeah. Now I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's directing the next project. I don't know what capacity it is,
Gotcha.
but it's something in the film business. So yeah, it looks like a Blair Witch type thing. I'm curious for sure. VHS. I'll read this one. Halloween. I've never seen any of the VHS movies. I know I need to. I've just never. I don't know. I've just never bothered watching them. But the eighth installment in the found footage anthology. That's why I don't jump for found footage. But
Mhm.
franchise themes itself around the best holiday of the year. While plot details are under wraps, the new class of directors include Brian M. Ferguson. Those people. Yeah. I. You know what? I'm curious about this one because it is set on Halloween. And I have a feeling I don't need to watch the other ones, but maybe
No.
the context will be a little bit better if I do watch the other ones. So,
They're all like separate stories. As
okay.
far as I know, they don't really connect. So yeah, it's just anthological. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Are
this
you
looks
curious about this one?
I've seen a couple of these VHS movies. They're okay. I'm not the biggest found footage person either, but yeah, Halloween, I'd be more likely to check it out for sure,
Okay.
centered around Halloween.
All right. I'll let you read the next one. Beasts of Wars.
All right. Up next from Sting and Wormwood writer-director Kia Roche Turner is a shark attack survival movie set in World War II. It centers on a group of Australian soldiers attempting to survive on a makeshift raft after their warship is capsized. In the dark below, the ultimate apex predator, a great white shark, hunts in the wreckage and is drawn to the smell of fresh
Oh,
blood in the water.
why
This
didn't they release
looks
this in
good.
July?
I don't know.
It's a shark
But
movie.
I covered this a little bit on my channel because there's a practical shark, and I'm like, this looks good.
Oh,
I'm like,
yes. Give me practical sharks for
I want
sure.
to see a practical great white. So,
Yeah,
and
I
and
mean,
the
if it's a shark movie, I mean, that doesn't mean I'm going to like it. There's a lot of bad
yeah,
shark movies, but usually, if it's something that's being like advertised by Bloody Disgusting, then yeah,
mhm.
I'll definitely give it a watch for sure.
And it basically looks like a fictionalized version of the USS Indianapolis story
Okay.
that Quint tells.
Ah, okay. They
So
made
it
a movie
seems
about that too, actually, a while
Nicolas
back.
Cage, I think.
Was he? Oh my god.
I think so. He's like, not the bees. No, I'm just kidding. Not the
Yeah,
sharks.
not the sharks.
But I think he is in it, if I remember correctly. I think it was like direct
Okay.
to video.
All right. Death Stalker. Director Steven Kostansky reboots Roger Corman's cult favorite with a newly reimagined installment of the cult sword and sorcery series. The kingdom of Abraxion is under siege from the dead Dreadites, a mysterious horde of warriors whose sudden appearance are rumored to foretell the return of the I should be able to say this, Davey. Necronomicon.
They
Davey, can you
spell
say
it
that word?
differently. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Necromemnon. Necromemnon. Okay.
Yeah.
An ancient Sorcerer, long thought dead. I'll stop right there. I don't. Yeah, it just looks kind of B level to me. I could be won over. I don't know. That guy in the picture though, he's a stuntman, I think, in the background, but he was in an episode of Barry where it's like a one take type episode throughout the whole episode, and it's fucking awesome and it's hilarious. Again, I try to recommend Barry to my audience every chance I get. If you haven't seen Barry with Bill Hader, oh my god, that show is so freaking.
I haven't, but I heard it's amazing. Yeah,
I'll say this, Davey. If you like stuff about actors, like he's an assassin who goes undercover and he takes an acting class, because one of the subjects is in the acting class. And I love stuff like that about watching an actor's process and mixing that in with a show. And it's so witty written. The writing is so witty is what I'm trying to say. But I'm sure some of you in my audience have seen Barry. Please set Davey straight. It's so freaking good. And I love
Bill Hader. I should check.
Yeah.
Even though he copies me when he's talking about the Evil Dead, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I've forgiven him. I reached out personally and was like, it's okay, Bill. I've been saying it's punk rock for 20 years, but go ahead and tell everyone that. And it's not
all comedy either. It gets serious, and that's what keeps you invested. But by the way, what is this new trend on YouTube with what X actor thinks of the thing? Like I've seen a lot of these videos. What Bill Hader thinks of these movies.
I've seen it a lot with Tarantino. Talking about Jaws. Tarantino.
That I understand because he made the movie and he's a respected filmmaker. But when you got like what a comedian thinks of a movie, it's just like, what? Yeah. I don't care. So, but
Deathstalker, like I've seen a couple of the old Deathstalker movies. They're like super corny and cheesy, and I'm wondering if this is gonna try to take the piss out of it and be fun and be aware.
Yeah,
it's kind of what it looks like. So maybe it'll be sort of like a Toxic Avenger thing where this thing's actually fun. I don't know though. Yeah, right. I've never been a sword and sandal kind of guy.
That's the thing that took me out of it. Unless it's like I like or something like that.
Yeah, like the first Conan the Barbarian. Like I'm cool with that, but I've just never been like really into those movies by and large.
Yeah, it doesn't draw me in. So, yeah, you want to read the next one, Vicious?
Yeah, when Polly receives a mysterious box from an unexpected late-night visitor, it comes with a simple instruction. Place 3 things inside: something you need, something you hate, and something you love. What begins as a strange ritual quickly unravels into a waking nightmare in the latest from director Brian Bertino of The Dark and the Wicked and The Strangers. So Dakota Fanning's in there. All right, and she's the only one I recognize, so we'll just call it good there.
Brian Bertino, dude. The Dark and the Wicked is freaking amazing. The Strangers is awesome. I'm they freaking won. I didn't know anything about this movie until we just read it, but
this sounds good.
And it's a gimmick movie, a box, 3 different things inside. Yeah, so I'm definitely in for that.
I'm interested.
All right, cool. Let's go to the next one then. Here we go. Black Phone 2. 4 years ago, 13-year-old Finn killed his abductor and escaped, becoming the sole survivor of the grabber. But evil never truly stays buried, and the phone is ringing for Finn once more. The grabber seeks vengeance from beyond the grave by a menacing Finn's younger sister, Gwen. The siblings must face a killer who's grown even more dangerous after death. Scott Derrickson returns to direct the script. And I'll stop right there. Yeah, I'm totally in. And I've always wondered, like, how are they going to bring Ethan Hawke back? But then if you think about the plot of the first movie and the supernatural elements of it, when he's talking to the victims on the phone, why couldn't the grabber find a way to reach out to him through the phone? So I guess that's an easy hole to dig yourself out of writing wise. So I think I'm definitely into this one because I just love the whole 70s vibe of the first movie, carrying that forward here. You freaking like a 1977 Oldsmobile running through my scene. That alone, it just gets me jazzed, right? So,
yes. I'm excited for Black Phone 2. Very excited. I guess that's all. I think most people are really looking forward to this one and just seeing how they do things a little bit differently now. So I think that's a good thing to have in a sequel, to be forced to do something different.
Shit. All right, I'm going through the. We have so many.
There's
left.
so many in here.
Yeah, so
yes.
we'll pause it right there, and I think the next one we'll dive into because these are later in the year anyway. So I figure let's put a pin in Black Phone 2, and we'll start with Frankenstein on the next one because I think we got like freaking 20 more or something like that.
There's so many in here,
There's
guys.
so many.
And I know Nick's going to want to talk about Frankenstein because I know he's really excited for that one. So that'll be perfect.
Well, hello there. You just watched an outrageous clip from the Hit the Bricks podcast. I really hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more clips, you can click here or you can click here. And you can just have yourself a ball, all right? And also follow the Hit the Bricks podcast on Spotify as well. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.